This week we are going to read The Lizard and the Sun by Alma Flor-Ada and illustrated by Felipe Davalos. There's a worksheet that goes along with this. I would like for you to download it if you can, print it out. If you can't, just jot some notes down on a piece of paper. The directions say, before we begin to read The Lizard and the Sun, we are going to see what we can learn about the characters just by looking at the illustrations. Write down what you notice and what you wonder as we go through the video together. So we're not reading the text just yet. What do you notice? What do you wonder about the village and the people? Here are some illustrations about the people. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Pause it if you need to, jot some ideas down. We're going to take a closer look at parts of these pictures to help you. The first part that we're going to look at is the background to each of those three illustrations. What do you notice? What do you wonder? What's the same? Well, to me, they all look like it's going to rain. And I know when it's raining, it's dull, it's dreary outside, sometimes my mood is affected. Sometimes I feel dreary and depressed and not happy. So, what do you notice and what do you wonder? The next part of the pictures that we're going to look at are those. What's common among all three of those pictures? By looking at it, I can see that there is a spear in each one of the illustrations. My thought is why? Why is there a spear? What's the purpose for having it? I don't know. It's just what I notice and what I wonder. And it's okay to not have an answer right yet. The next part of those illustrations about the village and the people are the people themselves. What do you notice about the people? What's common among all those pictures? To me, they're all looking up. Why? Why are they all looking up? What are they looking for? Something else I notice about the pictures is their expressions, they're all the same. They look worried. They look upset. Why are they worried? Why are they upset? One final thing that I want us to look at, we already looked at the adults. In those illustrations, there are some kids. Take a look at the kids. Do you notice anything different between the kids and the adults? One huge difference I see is their expression. It looks like they're happy. The adults look worried, look scared. Kids look happy. Why? Why is that? I don't know. The next part that we're going to look at is the emperor. So here's an illustration. What do you notice about the illustration? What do you wonder? Pause it here if you need to. Jot some ideas down. We're going to take a closer look at parts of this illustration in a minute. Here are the parts of that illustration, just kind of close up. What do you notice? What do you wonder? One thing that I notice is this emperor has a lot of jewelry on. The jewelry looks gold. The background of the picture looks gold also. Why is that? I also see a candle with a pretty intricate design on it. That must be expensive. He has some baskets that look like gifts that were wrapped up for him. He has a statue carved that's holding some torches for him. And it also looks like his walls are decorated with this kind of expensive looking tile. What does that tell you? What do you notice? What do you wonder? Here's some other illustrations about the emperor. And these are chronological. They happen in order. What do you notice? What do you wonder? One thing that I notice is the background of the pictures. Starts out with this gold color. Then it's a blue and a greenish, grayish color. Then the blue is a little bit lighter. Then it turns to a little bit light, even lighter. And that last picture, we're back to gold again. So why is that? I don't know. Now we're going to take a look at the final character, the lizard. Here are the illustrations of the lizard. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Pause it here if you need to. Jot some ideas down. What do you notice? What do you wonder? This picture we're going to look at a little bit closer. What do you notice? What do you wonder about this picture? Well, if I close up on his face there, I can see that it looks like he's talking. He's talking to somebody. I don't know who he's talking to. If we look at his hands there, I'm noticing those hands kind of look like human hands. Why are they looking like human hands when he is a lizard? That's weird. Something else I'm noticing, why is his hand like that? Go ahead and put your hand out in front of you. Put the palm up. Why would he be doing that when he's talking? I don't know. Here's another illustration. What do you notice? What do you wonder? A little close-up of his face. And I can see his mouth is open. It looks like he's pushing on something. So why would his mouth be open if he's pushing on something? Well, to me that would mean he's trying to catch his breath. He's exerting a lot of force. He's trying really hard. And if you're pushing something, you're trying to move it. So he's trying to move that. Doesn't look like he's given up. That's just what I notice and what I wonder. Here's the final picture of the lizard. What do you notice? What do you wonder? First thing that I notice is the background. It's like that yellowish orangish color. Why? The other thing I notice is he's in someone's palm. He's being held up. Why is that? Why would someone hold a lizard up? I don't know. It makes me wonder. So what you just did right now is you've taken notes on what you've noticed and what you've wondered about the three characters, the village and the people, the emperor, and the lizard. In the next part of the lesson, you're going to use what you've noticed and what you've wondered to make some predictions.